everybody. It's Linda G, Mel, and Andre.
Andrew.
Your, I always call him Andre. Andrew,
Yeah.
your skin specialist. And people were saying when I did the video from Canada, that one little video I did, which got like 90,000 hits. Oh, girl, your skin looks really good. Gee, I wonder why.
I saw that video and I saw you on there and I was looking and I'm thinking to myself, gosh, her skin looks great. Not thinking anything about,
Yeah,
about Andrew
she
Nicky's
uses
skincare. I'm
my
like,
product and
wow.
uses my red light.
Let me just say
Yeah.
one thing before we go any further.
It was
Linda
not about you,
Grindle,
Mel.
Linda
Can
Grindle,
we
she
just go on?
lives. Linda Grindle, she lives.
Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right.
I'm still
I,
alive.
When she went to the hospital, the doctors are going, "Your heart sucks, but your skin is awesome."
What do you do
I,
for your skin?
I wanted to say with what Mel went through last summer and what Linda is going through this summer, I'm like, we have all got to send you extra love and extra energy because for God's sakes, we need you both more than ever before. So
Oh, thank you,
you
honey.
guys, please, just stay safe,
And
stay
then
well.
Mel and I have each other to hang on to. When he's going through something, I'm cracking him up. And when I'm going through something, he's cracking me up. But listen, uh, I just have to tell you guys something real quick that I forgot to say earlier. I was in what they call atrial fib, which means your heart rate is going faster. That happened to me one other time, probably 30 years ago. But at that time, my rate was going 220 a minute, very fast. And I remember after I converted, my chest hurt because it was my heart was pounding so hard. So this time I was a mild, 140s to 160s, which is still fast, but still they consider it, mild. And my daughter asked for prayers, and Kevin at the event asked everyone to stop what they were doing to pray for me at 2 p.m. And exactly at 2 p.m., I converted back to normal sinus.
Wow.
They did introduce some, there's my IV. They did introduce some medication, but it was very comfortable. It's the most comfortable episode I've ever had. But I knew I was going to pass out. I could feel it. I think
that
I crapped
happens.
my pants too, but that's another story.
That happens with AFib. When I was in AFib, I knew it. It was horrible.
Yeah,
Uh,
I didn't feel a thing.
some people learn it, they don't even know, but I felt like my heart was pounding out of my chest. I felt like I was
Yeah,
going to pass out, like coughing, dizzy. It's horrible.
it's
So
terrible.
it's terrible. So
Okay,
listen,
so but anyway, Andrew is here because he's going to introduce us to some specials, and then we have over 200 questions, so we got plenty to choose from.
Right. So I'll just, get through it quickly because those 200 questions are going to be very important today, I tell you, more than any other. But I wanted to mention that a couple of months ago, I had, my quarterly meeting with my accountant, and he said to me, now that you're, getting established and things are going good, when are you going to start raising your prices? And I looked at him, I said, are you kidding, right? I
Oh,
mean,
people are in trouble
pe-
right now.
people are hurting out there. What the hell are you talking about? Oh, shout out to my accountant, by the way, if you're watching. And I said, no, that's ridiculous. And at that moment, it was like, no, wait a minute, I need to do the opposite. So of course, in this meeting, I said to him, no, and it just came to him, I'm going to run some promotions. And he sort of looked at me and he said, Andrew, you know, just for a weekend? I said, no, for a summer, or for whatever we need to do. So I said, people are hurting. People are really hurting. But, everyone has been so wonderful and loyal to Andrew and Nikki. This is my way of also giving back, and it has to be. So, of course, reluctantly, we said goodbye, and, you know, he gave me the green light. But honestly, with all the love and support that's been coming my way and, for Andrew and Nikki, this is definitely one thing I want to do, and definitely for the summer. But we're probably only another few weeks out for running the promotion. So now's a good time to pick them up. The first promotion we've got is that if you spend $75 uh, up to about 120, you'll get a complimentary anti-aging booster serum, which is one of our most popular booster serums, by the way. So that is complimentary. If you spend $125 or more, you'll get the base moisturizer as a complimentary gift. And if you purchase the red light LED mask, which is getting some really great responses from customers who are loving this. They're loving it because of the softness of the hospital-grade silicone, but also the fact that it's one of the few masks on the market that it also has infrared and not just near infrared. So the nearest or the deepest form of light therapy is infrared as approved by the FDA.
And it talks to you guys. It's so cool.
And it talks to you. If you buy the mask, you get the gift box starter set as our compliments. So
now listen, Andrew doesn't pay us to do this, but he will gift, like when we have events, he'll gift. At Kevin's event, we had gifts from you.
Yes. Look, your community has been astonishingly supportive and wonderful, and it's honestly a pleasure and an honor to support you guys in any way that I can, because the loyalty is incredible. We all know that in today's world, loyalty is hardly anywhere else.
Oh.
So, to be able to be a part of this community and to feel so nurtured and connected is truly an honor and a privilege.
So Andrew, if somebody, let's say, just wanted to buy just a regular tube or whatever you call it of the anti-aging booster serum, singly, how much would that cost?
These are $29.95.
So if they spend between $75 and $120, they get a $29.95 anti-aging booster serum for free, correct?
Right. So $75 or more, you'll get a $30 value.
And how much is the base moisturizer?
Base moisturizer is $49.95.
So if they spend 125 or more, they get the base moisturizer. Right. So that is, how much did you say it cost? I'm sorry?
$49.95, nearly $50.
So nearly $50. And the first one was $29.95, right? So that's $30. Yep. And so if they didn't buy the red light mask and just wanted the gift box starter set, how much would that cost?
So this is $125 boxed or $119 not boxed.
Okay, I have one of those. They're great. And how much is the red light mask? Can I ask?
Yes, it's $399.
And it's worth
it. At Nordstrom's the other day, and they had a mask similar to yours, but doesn't talk to you. That was close to $500.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've seen them out. They're Linda's right. They're like $500 or $600, but I've got Andrew's and I love it. Talks to you, it does all that.
I love it. Yeah.
So you can buy these individually, the serums, but I suggest getting the moisturizer with all 7 serums because that's what I do. And I put them on my hand and I rub, I put the moisturizer and I put a drop of each and I rub it in, and I rub it all over and I rub it on my hands and there you go. And it's great stuff.
Now, what was the product we need to buy in order to get the male strippers? Refresh my mind.
Wait a minute. If it's going to be a male stripper, I think the only way I can afford that is sending me out. That's okay.
I go to the doctor and he says, take your clothes off. The nurse and I need a good laugh.
So thank you. One last thing I want to say is the last time I was on your show, I talked about people wanting to sign up for testing for the dark spot removal.
I sent you a bunch of names.
And we were so overwhelmed that we looked at it and said, okay, we potentially had the opportunity to test 2 different types. We were just going to go with one. Now, because the response was so overwhelming, we've gone ahead with 2 different types. Group A just got started and launched this week. So the kits are going out. You get a free dark spot remover, and your commitment is to fill in the survey once a week for 4 weeks. And from those results, we will start assessing which of the two dark spot removers will be the best in terms of efficacy.
Oh,
So we also have eye creams in the works. So there is one for puffiness and one for wrinkles. We'll do a testing process with that too, and I'll keep you guys updated on that. Body creams is also in the works. So all the things that people have been asking for is in development. And we always love to hear in terms of what people are looking for. The other thing I think that people are going to be excited with is that there's a new container coming, because the existing one has had some challenges in terms of replacing the refill canister.
my
So
sister has issues with it. Yeah.
a new one is coming that is going to be much easier. It's going to be a slightly different color. So that is going to be out in the next few weeks. And, again, the real sense of connection that I feel with your community is amazing. And it's an honor and a privilege to be a part of it. So again, thank you so much for everything that you do.
Well, we're
Thank you,
excited.
Andrew.
We're excited about it too, because I remember talking to you when this was just concept. It wasn't even out yet. I remember you showing me the AI generated kind of
Yeah.
packaging and all of that. And when it came out, I was so excited, and it wildly exceeded my expectations. It's a phenomenal product.
It's
And
great.
Well, Mel, I told you what you told me in that reading several years ago, which was, Andrew, if you don't do this lifetime, you're going to have to come back and do it another. So since you're here already, which do you think would be the best? And it was like, okay, I think I've just been clearly told
bitch
what my
smacked by
director
the
would.
universe, right?
Yeah.
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 Well, thank you.
So, well, thank you so much for having me on, and I'll let you get on with the rest of the show. But again, my huge thanks to you both and to the entire community for the support and the love. It's amazing.
Thank you,
Thank
sweetie.
you.
And listen, on Mel will post the link, and I will too in this video.
Great.
Okay,
Have a great
honey.
rest of the show.
Thank you.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. Bye-bye.
He's so sweet. I
He's
really
such a
like
good
that shirt he's wearing though.
I do too. I want one of those. I got to find out where
I
it
have a
goes.
jacket that has design on it, but
I love that. That's really cool.
so we got a lot of questions, my friend.
Well, I got a bunch of them too. So,
Yeah.
shall we get going here?
Yeah.
Get down to business. All right, let me get to my questions real quick.
Let
Here
me
we
start
go.
because my questions are open right now.
Okay, you go ahead.
Bolivia elected someone who hoodwinked them like Dump did. Went back on everything as soon as he got in. The people were protesting and boycotting for 50 days. And then the Dump told his fellow dictator to declare martial law, and he did. What is going to happen there?
I'm sorry, read that last part again about Marshall.
Bolivia elected someone who hoodwinked them like Donald Trump did. I'm going to do this and that for you. And then as soon as he got in office, he turned.
Right.
And they're protesting. And Dump told him, claim martial law. And this guy did.
Well, Trump can try it here, but I don't think it's going to work, because I think in order to do martial law, you have to be under insurrection or something, and it's certainly not going to be an insurrection for people to have peaceful protests. So
Yeah.
he'll try it, but it won't work.
No, but they want to know about Bolivia. What's going to happen in Bolivia?
The people are going to protest more, and they're going to say, we are not going to
I
put up
see
with
him
it."
getting out of office.
I see the people throwing him out, absolutely, in Bolivia.
Okay. Now go ahead. Question.
Hi, Mel and Linda. Trump, this is from Arlene Fitterer, I think. Trump is pushing the Senate to pass the SAVE Act bill and to eliminate the filibuster. Will he be successful?
No.
Notice whenever the Republicans are in, they want to do away with the filibuster, but when the Democrats are in, they're the ones clamoring. The Republicans are the one clamoring to keep it.
Yep.
Um,
Okay, so will anything come of the UN's human rights investigation against our current regime?
yes.
Oh, good.
big time. War crimes, crimes against humanity, specifically, what he did in Iran, what they did in Gaza, what's going on here with the wholesale rounding up of people, putting them in concentration camps. Absolutely.
Um, Someone gave a good question. I think I hit it last time I talked to Village Musings. Uh, what do you see around those cherry trees? Is he actually going to be able to cut them down?
I mean, that is a Washington icon, you know.
Well, we
Just
know what they are, but is he, the king, going to be able to cut them down for a golf course?
I see it being stopped.
I don't see it being able to be done. He may think he can do it, but I see so much protest.
I mean, if he cuts down one tree, you know what? If he cuts down one tree, that's destruction of federal property. And I heard this crazy Judge Janine Pirro. I'm like, what was she drinking? Ugh. But we're going after this guy for damaging the reflecting pool and blah, blah, blah. And the guy said he didn't do it. Okay, and I thought to myself, but yet you let Trump tear out a rose garden, you let him destroy government property, the Kennedy Center, you let him mess up the reflecting pool. He's convicted of 34 felony counts. He incited an insurrection, and you're
Right.
going
And he
after
tore
this
down the East Wing too, with no
correct
permission.
with no permission, and you're going to go after this guy because you said he pulled a piece of the plastic liner? Give me a break.
Oh, they're so full of it.
That's just an excuse. And now they're saying, oh, it's beautiful. The reflection's beautiful. I'm like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, just Trump rhetoric. So if he cuts down one cherry tree, there will be such an outlash against that.
I
It's
don't
going
see
to
the
be,
trees gone. That's what I can
I do
psychically tell
not
you.
either. I do not either. What's that
Okay.
old song? Pave paradise and put up a parking lot? That's
Yeah.
Donald Trump. Okay. Hello, Mel and Linda. You had mentioned a few times that you felt something huge coming. You also saw something with a significant loss of life. Was this the recent earthquakes in Venezuela or something still coming?
I think
Thank you.
something's still coming.
I do too. I do too.
Third
Absolutely.
week, maybe the third week of July. There's a lot of astrological aspects that show trouble.
That was by Luci DeLisi. I have friends in Venezuela and they're telling me that even though they don't like Maduro, that things there have gotten even worse and that the aid is not getting through because the corrupt
Oh,
dictatorial
what a
government
shame.
and Trump's people are all pocketing the money and keeping the aid. So
Jesus
it's bad.
Christ.
Yep. Um, anyway,
Somebody said, I'm curious about Ghislaine, suspiciously quiet. I bet she's been released. What do you get? I don't get that she's been released.
she's still incarcerated. She's in a luxury hotel as far as prisons are concerned, but she's still incarcerated.
Right. If it was up to Trump, he would let her go. But they're saying it would just be too bad of a look right now.
I still see the Epstein files coming front and center. They have not gone away yet. Okay. Um, let's see. Jen Lilly says, talk about a library being built. Will it ever happen? Will it ever be open? I think she's talking about a Trump library. It
You
would
mean
have
an
one,
honorary McDonald's?
it'd have a one book, a coloring book.
Listen, he's going to be so hated by the time he's gone. Nothing is going to be built in his name.
My
You
question
know,
is,
Obama was built by donations.
right, exactly. Well, Trump will say that too, but my question is, what's going to happen to the airplane that he had redone for Air Force One that was supposedly a gift from Cater?
Oh, he
Well,
says he's taking it back with him after his reign ends, but I don't see it going back with him.
I think the government's going to say you can't do that,
I know they're going to say it.
especially with
So,
taxpayers' money that renovated it.
what will the future be with Mitch McConnell's seat?
I don't know Kentucky law. I don't know if they have to have a special election down there. I think
If
they
it's
do.
3 months, so it's till August 8th, they don't have the special election.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Okay, so let's say they figure out that he's gone or he's incapacitated,
Right.
but they don't find out till August 8th, 6th or 8th, then they can't do anything about it.
Oh, I see. But
But
after,
if they find out before that, they can have a special election. And I think Thomas Massey is going to jump right in there.
well, that's why they're sitting on it, right?
Yeah.
I think you're right about Thomas Massey. But you know, governor down there is Democratic, and I think he knows what they're trying to pull.
Yeah, he sure does.
Um, okay. Jane Matthews says the second in command of the Treasury Department suddenly resigned several weeks ago. Why? I'm not seeing about anything about it since it happened. Oh, second in command of Treasury Department resigned.
Yeah, probably because he knows all the underhanded bull. He's
Exactly.
trying to maintain some sort of equilibrium. These people are just as crooked as can be.
I think he tried to warn what was going on, and he just figured I'll resign because, if I resign and I can prove I've warned these people, then my hands are clean. He probably
His hands are
resigned
clean.
because he sees indictments coming and he wants out. I don't blame him.
Oh, he knows these people are in trouble.
That's right. That's right. Okay.
If the grid goes off because of a heat wave in the east, which state will go first?
Well, I don't think that all of them, I mean, I don't think it's going to be one massive power outage or across the country. We talked about that. I
Yeah.
think
Well, there's that
local
East Coast one.
local ones, yes. I'm probably thinking something around New York
That's what I was just thinking.
or New Jersey.
Um,
But Texas
and
is
they
going to have real,
apparently they're telling corporations and people with factories and stuff shut it down.
well, Texas is going to have some real issues with their power grids again. I see that
Yeah.
coming huge in Texas. Texas could have done something about it when they had those power grid failures years ago, and they didn't do anything.
All those people died.
It was horrible. It's horrible. Okay. Sherry Colson says, Hi, Mel and Linda. I've been so worried about the people in Trump's concentration camps. Nobody is talking about them. It's so much like Nazi Germany. Do you see them being released, or will it be after Trump is gone? Will anyone in Trump's regimes be charged with crimes against humanity?
Absolutely, they will, but that people getting released won't be until he's out, till he's gone. There will be releases, but the whole thing will be done after he's gone. The doors will be flung open.
And furthermore, I see workers there that work there coming forth and talking about what happened and how horrific the conditions were.
Exactly.
Um,
I read the AI centers will be declared as military sites to prevent communities from stopping the development.
they can try that, but I don't see it held up in the
Well,
court.
the other thing is this whole AI thing, as much as people thought this is the beginning, it's going down because the fact it takes so much electricity and water. The American public won't put up with it because they need it.
Here in Illinois, our governor is passing legislation to make sure that we can protect the environment if indeed they're allowed to put these AI centers in. So,
Yeah.
and I see other states following suit. Is it true in California that as of next year, they're going to not allow gas ranges in the kitchen anymore? It's going to go all electric. Have you heard that?
Wait, what happened?
The propane gas or whatever it is in California, they're not going to be using it anymore.
Yeah, you can't build a house out here unless it's all electric.
Okay, I heard that, and I just want to make sure it's all true. Wow.
Yeah, you can't add, they're not telling you you have to switch from gas to electric. But I have a gas furnace, a gas stove, a gas fireplace.
I prefer to cook on gas, but my townhouse is all electric, so.
Yeah, I prefer to cook on gas too.
But then it takes a lot to generate the electricity that people are going to need.
Right.
Um, I see hydrogen power coming into play in the future big time because the only byproduct is water. Okay. Is it my
Is
turn
it
or yours?
me? I think it's
No,
me.
go ahead.
What is Elon doing and is he going to help Republicans in the midterms?
Picking his nose
Taking drugs. He's a severe drug addict.
for entertainment purposes only. Um, it blew up in his face in Wisconsin. It blew up in his face in Germany. And he's going to continue to try to, buy elections and influence the outcome, but it's not going to work.
Yeah.
I see his empire crumbling, the same as I see Trump's crumbling.
Yeah, and also when the new president comes in, he's going to be removed from the polls of having all this money from the United States.
Right, exactly.
He'll lose all those contracts, and he's done.
Right. All right. Uh, Derry Hefter, I can't think it says. Hi, Mel and Linda. What's going on with Richard Wolf's case against Melania Trump?
Oh, yeah. So anyway, the judge said that Melania has to sue him before Richard Wolf should be filing a suit. In other words, she threatened to sue him, but she didn't. And so this judge is telling Wolf, you jumped ahead. You can't really sue her until it shows that she sued you. And
Oh,
then she went back with her pompous ass and said, "Oh, well, Judge, I want you to sanction him. I want you to sanction him." And he said, "Melania, he's a Republican judge put in by Trump. I was handing you a gift here, okay?
right. It was too stupid to
And
sue.
why are you going to push something as stupid as this?
Right.
You can't do that either."
You know, they think that the law doesn't apply with them. I think his name is Michael Wolf, not Richard Wolf, but
Yeah, Michael Wolf. Yeah.
um,
It was like a forensic file thing I saw where a woman was found dead in her tub, okay? And it was in a hotel, and the towel bar in the shower was down beside her. So the guy that found his wife, allegedly found his wife, said, okay, she had died accidental, okay? But I'm going to sue the hotel for that damn thing breaking. She probably grabbed that and it broke on the way down. Well, they did a bunch of forensic testing in the hotel and everything and found out there was no way this little 110-pound woman broke that. And if he hadn't been so greedy to try to get money from the hotel, he would have got away with murder. But because he did that, he got dinged for murder.
wow.
They were able
Wow.
to prove it. Yeah.
Well, it's called karma.
Yeah.
All right. It's your turn, I think.
Why did Mitch McConnell's wife fly to China days after he was found unresponsive? I feel like she goes to China a lot
She does.
to see her family.
Right. I don't think there was anything to it. I mean, he's still alive, but not just barely.
He's
Just,
barely alive. Yeah.
I mean, he's going to cross really, really, really soon.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he's responsive.
And I don't see her staying here necessarily. I see her doing a lot of stuff in China.
She will. And I think she'll just get tired of politics. She'll have enough money where she won't have to worry. That's for sure. Okay. Uh, Cindy Lou says, "Hi, Mel and Linda. I hope you are both taking good care of yourselves in the heat. Uh, can you comment on Hassan Piker? He has become a real force on the democratic socialist movement, putting his recommendations behind Mamdani and all the recent elections and victories. The Democratic establishment has tried to smear him as they did to Mamdani. He is a popular streamer, Twitch, and has appeared on CNN, etc. He has a massive following of mostly under 40 males. Thank you. I think he's going to do well. I
I
really
do too. I don't feel anything bad.
You know, and I've been saying we're going to have Democratic candidates coming up who are going to be forceful, dynamic, like
And not be on the payroll of Israel.
correct, like Mamdani and like Tallarico in Texas. Buttigieg is also going to be very on the forefront again. Did you hear what they did to him? It was horrible.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Um, but you know, with Buttigieg, that just gives him. It was horrible what happened to them, but I think that just gives him more impetus to stand up and fight harder.
Yeah, and he'll find out who was the one that did that call. And
Yeah,
trust me, it all goes back to Trump.
we know where it came from, right? All right, it's your turn.
Oh, here's a good one. There's Will Alito and Thomas retire from the Supreme Court so the felon can put worse judges in? Well, he's got to get it done if he was to do that or retire. and make a quick turnover before the midterms, because by then there will be no judge that he puts up that'll go through.
I don't see any Democratic judge leaving the court that was appointed by the Democrats. So even
There's
if
only three of them.
I know, but even if one or two of the Trump appointees or the ones there before left the court, um, and he put in two of his own judges, eh,
He can only put them in if they're
correct,
interviewed but
correct.
they don't trust Trump.
No, all I'm saying is it really wouldn't change much, you know. I mean, um, I think he's promised Jeanine Pirro a place on the Supreme Court, but if she gets on, she won't be on long, trust me.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
Eileen Loose Cannon. That's frightening.
He's always promised her a spot,
Right.
but they won't vote yes on her. Nope.
Nope, I'm telling you they won't. They'll be like, nope. And what they're going to do is drag it out like Mitch McConnell did. And then the Republicans are going to be screaming, unfair, you can't do that. And the Dems will be like, well, you did it. Remember during Mitch McConnell says during election year, and then he put it off for almost a year before
Idiot.
right. So there you have it. The Dems will put it off. Um, okay. Somebody asked Cecilia Evans says, what is Kai Trump's future? Will she write a book?
Who is Kai Trump?
I don't know. Trump.
He's a Trump. I don't know which Trump. I have no idea.
I don't either. But I did pick up that she's going to break away from the Trumps. In other words,
Down the
just like,
road now, because it's not a
right.
thing to do.
Well, just like his Donald Trump's niece did. What's her name? Mary Trump. She speaks out highly against him.
But she was never close to him. He totally mistreated her father.
Right, exactly.
Will
All
the
right.
regime be successful in institutionalizing disabled people? Absolutely not.
No, no, that's not going to happen. I'm looking at the same question. Um, the same person said they want to know if Stephen Miller is behind it. Here. Um, T. Lynn says, is there a spiritual significance to a UK archivist in London just recently discovering a rare original Declaration of Independence while combing through papers of a ship seized in 1776? Associated Press News reported this last week. Amazing find for our 250th. Were there no Virgos on active staff prior? I don't understand this. Um, I don't know if there's any spiritual significance to it, but I feel like it's an original document.
Yeah.
So
I was watching that George Washington special. Did you watch that?
no, I didn't see it.
It was really good. And the things he went through to try to keep this country has never been stable. Let me tell you that right now.
Oh, think about it. I mean,
Always with the fighting and the arguing. And he was a slave owner and
right.
he did not want to give up his slaves, period.
We've got some pretty dark history. That's true. Oh,
So,
this is a good one. Go ahead, your turn.
okay. What happens to Jason Watson? Thank you. Jason Watson is that man who in full uniform went on the steps and said that Trump needed to be impeached, or
Oh, I think they'll try to throw him out of the military, but even if they do, one
they
Trump
want to dishonorably discharge him. And apparently you can't wear your uniform and make a political statement. So he did break the law, but they're trying to throw the book at him. I see when the new president comes in and the new military's in there that they'll probably release him, but he
if they
still won't be
if
discharged.
they dishonorably discharge him, I agree that once a new president, other than the Maybelline Queen, is in office, they will restore him back to military.
Yeah.
That's what I see. Karen Grundy says, will CNN go off the air because of recent purchase by Paramount? I will never watch anything from them. And what about The View? New FCC president wants to take it off or mandate what guests are allowed. I love you both. And Linda, you're on my prayer list. So happy that you're both healthy and happy.
Thank you.
I see legislation being passed for that these big companies can't buy up all the media and that they
Oh yeah,
cannot,
they're going to cut that in half, but right now they can't do a thing about it.
they'll have to deregulate. But I also see a return to fair doctrine laws where you have one candidate on, you have to have the other. Um, I see a lot of people not watching CNN now because of it.
Yeah, I don't watch it.
And if the View goes off the air, guess what? Another station will pick them up, like NBC or
Yeah,
MSNBC or MS Now.
yeah.
All right.
Will Janine Pirro get any convictions against the people falsely accused of vandalizing the reflecting pool? She's not going to get any convictions. She
Oh, I
can't.
heard
She doesn't have proof beyond a reasonable doubt.
I heard her on the radio. She was like going on and on. I'm thinking, what vitriol this woman spews. Oh
But
God.
Trump loves it. She does it for Trump.
Oh, I know. Well, she does it. She does it for her own ego, under the guise of doing it for Trump. All the people around him do it, for their own egos.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Lar Laurie Alcantara says, "Hi, Mel and Linda. I found it disturbing that 400 plus white nationalists marched through DC on the 4th. Nothing but excuses from the GOP. Well, this type
And
of
notice there was no police or
Mm-mm.
riot police or anything.
No.
They were
And
all
notice
white men.
they had on white masks. Well, we know the meaning of that, but I'm thinking to myself, but wait a minute. They were chanting life and liberty. They were carrying Confederate flags. I've got my notes here, American flags upside down. Um, they were shouting
Confederate flags are a symbol of losers.
exactly. They were saying reclaim America, life, liberty, victory. Um, they were wearing matching uniform with the tan pants and navy shirt. Sounds Nazi to me. Okay, so if you really are talking about life and liberty, then why don't you have the courage enough to show your face?
Oh, no, they don't. You
No.
know why? They're electricians, plumbers,
If you're
lawyers,
that
doctors
if you're
that
that
have the
proud,
reputation to try to keep up.
show your face.
Yeah.
If I went out and marched anti-King's Day, I wouldn't wear a mask. I would go out there and show my face because I'm proud to be a part of that march. Not right. If I was going to march on No King's Day, I mean, I've marched before for better gun control and things like that. I never wore a mask. No, that's a coward's way.
That definitely is. So somebody said, Earth Mama said, it's good to see Jack Smith on Nicole Wallace. I thought he did a real good show.
I didn't see
He was
it, but
very calm. He was with it. Um, there's just something about him, but he just really believes in the rule of law. And he's opened a law office in DC. Is he going to become more involved in politics? Well, you know what? I see him, I could be wrong, but I see him being picked as Attorney General.
ooh, I just got cold chills with that.
I've been saying this for a long time. I always saw him taking that spot.
You know what? I think you're right because I've got cold chills going up and down. Wow. Um, okay. Um, Somebody asked Highland and Mel, what kind of future do you see for Barron? Is he going to be a giant pain in the butt of society like his dad?
Who?
Barron, Donald Trump's
Oh
son.
yeah, he's a
I,
whack job.
I think once Trump is gone and Shady Vans, I think Barron is just going to fade off. He's not
Yeah,
going to
he'll hide with his mom.
exactly. And I don't think Melania is going to want to be bothered with the other Trump kids, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no.
Mm,
Even when Trump talks about her, he talks about her son. He doesn't say his son.
exactly. Isn't that crazy? All right, dear, your turn.
Um, Everybody's saying they're glad to see us. Whatever happened to the Social Security money from all the seniors who died during COVID? You would think that money went to the collective and extended the date the program is due to be empty. I don't ever see it getting empty. There's other things going to take place.
It went in the politician's pocket, and Trump wasted it on his war, on his wall that never got built. Notice all the projects that Trump says they're going to be great, they're going to be wonderful. They never get completed. Notice that?
And now all the stuff that Doge had done, they're showing that it cost us. It
Costs
didn't
more.
help us, it cost us. And now they're hiring back a lot of people that they got rid of.
Well, because what happened is that these people were on unemployment. They had to depend on social services to to make ends meet.
Yeah.
So that was the biggest blunder in American history, as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Elaine Brown says, "Hi, should the Rumpster be removed or however he leaves, who should we be aware of most? And will the entire regime fall apart, which is what I hope for the greater good?" I don't see him finishing his full term in office. If JD Vance takes over as president, I see impeachment. He won't be president long. And even if he'll be impeached, I don't know if he'd be removed from office, but he'd only be president for a year or two.
Yeah.
But he'd be lame duck because
Nobody will listen to him.
the Democrats will control the House and the Senate. And guess what? They're not going to put anything through that he wants.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Jules wants to know, will there be a draft within the next 2 years? I don't see a draft.
I don't see it either. Carrie says, "Who organized the mass men in DC?" We'll give you three clues. We'll give you three clues. Could it be orange? Could it
And
be
Nora said, please tell everyone not to touch the green pool. It's not algae, it's where they wash Trump's diapers.
That's funny. Um, I can see somebody putting a sign up there. Trump's diapers are washed here.
That'll keep everybody away.
I wonder what Janine Pirro would do about that.
I found the funniest. I don't think I put it on my show. I know I sent it to, did I send it to Dan? Let me see. Oh yeah, you'll like this.
That's hysterical.
Isn't that the truth too?
That's good. That's a good one. You got to send me that.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, Hotchkiss asks, what will be JD's real intention of what he hopes to accomplish both in front and behind the scenes as he governs as president over us? I think we just answered that, really.
Yeah, we did.
All right.
He's a nothing burger.
Exactly. A huge nothing burger.
Um, KBG said the Birthright Citizenship Act was left dangerously close to being overturned. And JD Vance said it was really close, so we can do this again and make it go through. He's so full of it. And it didn't win. Bottom line is, I don't care how close, it didn't win.
It's not
It's
going to.
not going to win.
Because then what's going to happen to Trump's kids? Or to
I know.
Melania?
Oh no, they won't be touched. Are you kidding
Of
me?
course. Um, okay, Jitterbug Tutu. Every time I hear that name, I love it. Hello, Auntie Mel and lovely Linda. Will the Republicans who bought pardons be held accountable or suffer for any consequences? Thank you for these wonderful collabs. I think
What
once the
the, what did she say?
Will the Republicans who bought pardons from Cittadini
Oh God, they're
be
going to
held?
prove that, by the way. They're going to show the people, and it's illegal to let someone pay you to give them a thing. So
But I don't know if those pardons would still hold. But let's say once you're pardoned, you're pardoned. But let's say they can prove that they did pay money,
they did.
even if the federal government says they're not going to do anything about it, the states will. The
Yes,
states where they
definitely.
resided. So they're going to say, wait a minute. Mm-mm.
And that Tina Peters isn't going to walk free. She's
No,
going down too.
she's going down, as well as Pam Bondi, as well as Christy Nolan. Okay. Ooh, go ahead. It's your turn. I go, ooh, because we
Okay.
got some good questions.
It's so funny. Brangila said, I keep worrying about the fireworks in DC tonight. And of course, they already had the fireworks and it was awful. He wanted them to double what they were doing, and it was nothing but looking like we were in Ukraine. And the smoke lingered, the air you breathed on Sunday was awful. And it was all because of Trump.
Right. And he wanted his speech. Nobody showed up. I think, didn't they cancel it because of the hot weather or something? And then a wind came through and blew down all of his tents.
Right.
I mean, you know
Hey, real
what?
quick, let me just say this one, Sunset. Mel and Linda, welcome back. My question is, how do y'all stay so fabulous?
Andrew Nikki.
Okay, go ahead.
I just, I really think it is an omen or harbinger of what happened in DC as to what's going to happen to Trump. The pool turned green on his supposed, there you go, I didn't do that, but because of his supposedly humongous 4th of July 250th anniversary celebration, it was so hot, they called it off. A wind came through, a strong wind, and blew down all of his tents. Nobody would have showed up anyway, except for the men in masks. Um, Even people, they wouldn't have attended. There were no entertainers that were going to show up. His speech was as boring. I didn't hear it. It was probably as
I
boring
didn't
as
hear it either. And he talked about the numbers, and of course he lied. He always lies about the
he
numbers.
lied about the numbers. But to me, that is a prophetic about what's going to happen to Donald Trump. The karma of it all. I had to chuckle. The wind comes along, it's canceled because of heat. Donald, um, all those things that happen in Washington are exactly what's going to happen to you, Donald.
And the ones who were supposed to plan this event, who had the money for the event 2 years ago, he took all their money and shut them out
Exactly.
and won't explain what happened to the money.
Well, we know what
Just like
happened.
with the kidney center.
Right. We know what happened to it, right? Okay. Carmen Moran says, why did Clarence Thomas have a closed door meeting with corrupt Speaker of the House? Ooh, that's a good question.
How's what?
Why did Clarence Thomas have a closed
Oh,
door
I
meeting
know. I
with
don't
the Speaker?
know.
Um,
We know what they voted on. It
right.
wasn't good news for Donald about the birthright situation.
I think Clarence Thomas was giving him legal advice and telling them what they could get through and what they couldn't. And somebody's going to come forward and prove
It
that.
was not good what he was doing.
No, it was collusion. And that's going to come out, Linda, big time. That's what my guide's telling me.
Okay, let me look real quick, just out of curiosity.
Yep.
Because I meant to look at this. Let's look at this.
Um,
Oh, he might even be talking about he might be leaving. He might be leaving, but he wants to make sure they have enough people to vote another Republican in.
exactly.
He's
But there
talking
was
about an ending. He might even know that Mitch McConnell's not well and not coming back.
there was no good that what he was talking about, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was no good. It was under the table. What if that kind of thing?
See, I think in the future there's going to be legislation saying that those justices cannot have closed door meetings with presidents or the Speaker of the House or anybody that's like in other words, they have to just keep it with the court.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, because
Everybody's asking when will Trump finally go? You guys, we can just tell you he will go. And look at how it is today compared to even the beginning of this year. He is losing, losing, losing.
okay, Angela, I think. Hi, Mel and Linda. Will Kate from John and Kate plus eight ever face child abuse charges for locking her son Colin in the basement for years and falsely claiming he was special needs and institutionalized him at 11 years old? He's now telling his story in a book to be released in October 2026. I hear them being held responsible. That was a
I hear.
scandal. It was horrible what they did.
Oh,
Uh, um,
yeah. Sylvia Brown said World War III would start the month of July.
I don't believe that.
I don't see it.
Somebody asked, were the recent earthquakes in Venezuela made by military energy weapons? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Oh, Um, okay.
What?
This is a good one. How did Trump feel about the funeral of the Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khomeini?
Khomeini?
Yeah. Doesn't he realize the weight of his assassination to the rest of the world? What did he think all of the world leaders in attendance? Oh, Trump, he probably had to change his diapers.
Yeah, that Iran, they told him. Everybody tried to tell Trump don't do it, and he didn't listen.
That just, I mean, the Iranians, for Iran, and it was like, wait a minute, you just can't go invade a country for no reason. Um, okay, it's your turn, Linda.
Um, okay. Hi, Linda. You said that some of the administration is jumping ship. Do you still see anyone fleeing the country? I see Rump's family fleeing the country.
I see some of them being extradited back though,
Yeah,
because no country then is going to want to touch them unless it's
yeah,
some dictator.
yeah.
Oh, all right. JP Clover says, "Hi, Mel and Linda. Linda, I'm glad you're feeling better and Canada treated you well. I'm from Ontario, as the Canadian. Can you talk about CUSMA, CUSMA? I don't know what that is. You know, JP Clover, I don't know what CUSMA is. So sometimes if you wouldn't just use just spell it out, because I don't know what it is really. Um, sorry.
M. Young
Um,
says, will you and Mel be doing personal reading questions soon? I'll be doing it with Annette by the end of this month. I'll be doing personal reading. On some of your shows, do you do personal reading questions?
um, sometimes on Mondays, but Monday evenings, but maybe one of these days we can just have a show where we answer personal questions.
Yeah, yeah,
But people really like the politics as well.
yeah. The ones with personal questions, not that many people come, which is
Not that many
interesting.
people come. They don't. All right, it's your turn.
When do you see RFK Jr. being ousted from Health and Human Services?
Hopefully tomorrow at 2:30. Um,
That's the problem. We can't tell you when, but I can tell you he's going. I just can't tell you when.
I see the number 1.5. My light bulb just went on. This is going to sound terrible, but I just had a flash that he's going to be infected or succumbing to one of the diseases that a vaccine would have prevented.
Wow. Well,
And
some woman claimed that the vaccine killed her 18-month-old twins. Then they found out she had murdered them.
right, exactly.
People are
So,
weird.
right.
But
Um,
listen, I got a show to do with Ness,
okay.
and the
Um,
clock's ticking.
oh, I'm sorry. To Highness, sorryness. Um, well, we answered a lot of questions today.
We sure did. We went right through them.
Boom, boom, boom. Thanks to Andrew Ninke again. His products are wonderful. Check him out. He's a nice, nice guy.
Yes, he's a very nice guy. And look below for the links for his specials.
All right, Miss Linda. Next
All
week
right.
on
And next
your
Monday is your
channel.
show.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry. Next week on my channel. What am I saying?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Love you. All right.
Love you
Bye.
too. Bye. Whoops. How do I stop this?